Good morning. Today's lesson is relate decimals, fractions, and percent. It means what is the relation between these three forms? How can I change from one form to another? You have it in pages 260 and 261. Let's start. The percent and the fraction and the decimal we explained before some of the cases how to change from one to another, how to convert from one of the forms to another, but we did not cover all the cases. So today we're completing. So I will start by what we took the last time to remind you, then we're going to complete on it. The last time I told you that if I have a fraction like this, do you remember how can I make it decimal? The first thing come to your mind when you have a fraction, that this fraction, can I make the denominator of it as a 10 or 100 or 1000? If you can, so it will be easy to find my decimal quickly and mentally. How? Here I have down 25. This 25 can be as a 100, yes? Yes, by multiplying by 4. So I can multiply my fraction by 4 up and down to find the fraction equal to it, but with a 100 down. So if I multiply by 4 up and down will give me 16 over 100, which is 0.16. Do you remember that when we explained it the last time? Okay, so if the number which is down, you can make it as 10 or 100 or 1000, directly make it by multiplying and multiply the numerator by the same number also, then you can find your decimal. Okay. Can I have another way? Yes, we have another way. What is the other way? If this number cannot be a 100, what we should do? Let me tell you the other way. 4 over 25, and I want to make it a decimal. There is a general way for any fraction to make it decimal. If you don't want to make it mentally, you can divide the numerator by denominator. This way can be with any type of the fraction, with any denominator. The other way that we explained just for some cases, for some numbers, not for all, but this way for all. Divide 4 by 25, then you can find your decimal number. So 4 divided by 25, let's make it. 4 divided by 25, not enough, so 0. Then I can add 0 to my dividend, then add a decimal up. Then now 40 divided by 25, it can be, yes, it's 1. Multiply will give 25, subtract will give you 15. Then what? Then I can add more 0, so it will be 150. 150 divided by 25 will give you what? Yes, in each 100 I have 425, so in the 125, with that in the 50, 2 25s, so totally they are 6. 6 times 5 is 30, 6 times 2 is 12, and 3 15. So we got what? 0.16. It is the same answer like the other way. So we have a general rule for any fraction. If you want to get the decimal from it, divide the numerator by the denominator. You will get your what? You will get your decimal. Okay, so as a decimal it's 0.16. Okay, it means 16 over 100. Can you get the percent? Yes, the percent is any number to 100. It means if you 100 down, so your percent is ready, it's 16%. So from the decimal form to the percent form, I want you to notice what happened here. Did you see? The number was 0.16, it became 16. So what happened? Yes, the decimal moved 2 places to the right. What means moved 2 places to the right? It means multiply by 100. Okay, so let me repeat again. If I have a fraction, to make it decimal, I can make the denominator 100, or I can divide the numerator by the denominator. Okay, we got the decimal. This decimal, how to make it percent? This decimal, it means 16 over 100, so 16%. If I want to skip this step, I can make shortcut. Directly, if you have any decimal, you can multiply by 100, you will get your percent. So 0.16, it means 16%. It means what? If I want to go back, what should I do? Let's erase for you some of this. We will said that yes, we will take a shortcut. If I want to go back, what is the opposite of multiply by 100? Divide 100. So if I want to go back, it means from the percent to the decimal, what should I do? Remove the percent sign, divide by 100, so 16, divide 100, it moved the decimal 2 places to the left, so it means 0.16 as a decimal. Okay, let's see another example. Here I have a decimal and I want to write this decimal as a percent. Okay, the regular way that we took before is what? 0.32 means 32 over 100. Anything over 100, it means it's a percent, so 32%. Do you remember what is the shortcut? Yes, the decimal directly to make it percent, multiply by 100 and put the sign of the percent. So multiply by 100 mean move the decimal 2 places to the right, 1, 2. So it will be 32%. If I want to go back from the percent to the decimal, do the opposite, divide by 100. So it will be 0.32. So I have an idea for you. Now, if you want a percent at any time from any form, if I need the percent, just multiply the form by 100. It will give you the percent. So again, if you have any form, it means the fraction also? Yes, the fraction also can give you. So if you have a fraction, you have a decimal, anything you want from at the percent, multiply the number by 100. Please don't forget the rule. Then put the sign of the percent beside it. Okay, if I have the percent and I want the other form, what should I do? Divide by 100 and remove the percent sign. So please girls, don't forget, keep in your mind always, if I want to find the percent, it means if I have a fraction or decimal and I told you find the percent for me, it means multiply by 100 and put the sign of the percent. But if I have the opposite, if the percent with me, but I want to change it to decimal or a fraction, divide by 100. This is a general rule to remember how to deal with the percent, how to find it or how to change the percent to another form. Let's see how the question will come to you. Write the percent as a decimal. So directly percent with another thing. Let's see, I wanted the percent or I have it? No, I have the percent but I want to make it decimal. If you have the percent, so divide by 100. Okay, so if I divide by 100 here, it means what? Division by 100. Move the decimal 2 places because you have 2 zeros to the left. So for example, number 1, let's write it big, 58.5%. I want to make it decimal, it means I will divide by 100, 1, 2. So the number will be 0.585. This is the first step, I divided. The second step, now it's a decimal, so no need for the sign. So just I will write my decimal, 0.585. Okay, let's do another one. Number 6. It's a percent. I wanted a decimal from it. Here is the first step. Divide by 100 means move the decimal 2 places to the left. 1, then put 0 to move the other one. Okay, so now it's 0.045. Do what with the sign? No need for the sign percent now. So here is the answer. And so on by the same way. So if I have the percent, I want to make it decimal, divide by 100. So move the decimal 2 places to the left. Okay, let's see another questions. Write the fraction as a decimal and as a percent. Okay, you have a fraction, find the decimal, then I can find also the percent from it. First, we said the rule before. If I have the fraction and I wanted the decimal from it, first check the number which is down. Can you make it 10 or 100 or 1000? The 8? No, we cannot. So I cannot use the mental way. I have to divide the numerator by the denominator. Will give me the decimal form. Let's do it. 5 divided by 8. 5 inside, 8 outside. It's 0, then put decimal, add here 0. 50 divided by 8 will give me 6. 6 times 8 is 48. 50 minus 48 is 2. I can add more 0. So now 20. Then I can put 2. 2 multiplied by 8 is 16. Subtract. I will complete here 4. Then what? Then I can add another 0. So it's 40. Then 40 divided by 8 will give me 5. 5 times 8 is 40. Subtract them 0. So the answer is 0.625. 0.625. I got the decimal form. Now I want it as a percent. From the decimal, how can I find the percent? If you have the decimal and you want to find the percent, multiply by 100. Okay, what mean multiply by 100? Move the decimal 2 places to the right. So 62.5. Okay, don't forget it's a percent. Put the symbol of the percent. Okay, so girls, if you have a fraction like this one and I wanted the decimal, I will divide numerator by denominator. Then I got the decimal. I wanted the percent now. Any percent you wanted, multiply by 100 and put the sign. Okay, if I have, one of you can ask herself, teacher, from the fraction, can I directly find the percent? Yes, multiply also by 100. So at any case, any form you want from it the percent, just multiply by 100. Then you will get the percent. Okay, let's do with you another one. Here, let's make question number 18. I have 11 over 40. I want to find the decimal of it. This 40 can be 10 or 100 or 1000? No, cannot be. So I don't have choices. I need to divide the numerator by the denominator to find my decimal. So let's divide 11 divide 40. Be careful, the first number inside, the second outside. 11, 1 divided by 40, we cannot. 11 also divide 40, still not enough. Put decimal, add here 0. Then, now 110 divided by 40. How can we divide it? Cover the 0, cover the 0. 11 divided by 4, we can try 2. 2 multiply 0 is 0. 2 multiply 4 is 8. If you subtract 110 minus 80, you will get 30. Then, did I finish? No, not yet. I have to add another 0, put it down. Now, 300 divide by 40. Cover 0, cover 0. 30 divided by 4 is 7. 7 multiplied by 0 is 0. 7 multiplied by 4 is 28. Subtract, you will get 20. Right here. Put another 0. So it's 200 now. Divide by 40. Cover 0, cover 0. 20 divided by 4 will give you 5. Multiply it will give you 200. Subtract 0. So 275. So add the decimal, now we have it as 0.275. Now I want the percent form. Directly I wanted the percent from any form, multiply by 100. Multiply the decimal by 100 mean move the decimal 2 places to the right. 1, 2. So it will be 27.5 and it's a percent. Don't forget to put your symbol. So 27.5%. Let's move to another type of question. Write the fraction as a fractional percent. Okay. What mean as a fractional percent? Now I have a fraction, for example this one, and I want to find it as a percent. Forget about this word now. I will tell you later why. Okay, you have a fraction and I want the percent. Once you tell yourself I want the percent, you should multiply by 100. Okay, so I will take my fraction and I will multiply by 100. So 1 over 8, question number 21, here it is. 1 over 8 multiplied by 100. 1 over 8 multiply 100. Do you remember how to multiply the fractions? Let me remind you. If you have a whole number without denominator, I can put denominator 1 for it. Before multiplying, we can simplify any numerator with any denominator. Okay, so number from up with number from down. 8 and 100 both can be simplified, both can be divided by 4. Here divide by 4, 2. Here divide by 4, 25. So I have 25 multiplied by 1, which is 25. Down I have 2 multiplied by 1, which is 2. So 25 over 2. It's improper fraction, so I should divide. 25 divided by 2. 2 divided 2 is 1, will give me 2, subtract 0. Then put down the 5. 5 divided by 2 will give me 2. Then multiply 2 by 2 will give me 4, subtracted 1. Then I will put decimal and I will put 0. No, I want it like this with its remainder if you have a remainder. So remainder 1. How can I write? Do you remember from the right move? How to read it? 12. Remainder means and 1 over 2. So 12 and 1 over 2. Let's back to our question. 12 and 1 over 2. This is the percent. This is the answer of multiplying this fraction by 100. Don't forget to put your percent symbol. Okay, why I told you put it as a remainder? Because of this. This word. This word means what? It means that I want it as a fraction. Fractional percent. It means if you have a remainder, keep it as a fraction. Okay, so once they tell you a fractional percent, it's obligatory to put it as this form. Okay, if I said as a percent just, so multiply by 100, then if you have any division you want to make it with a decimal, you want to put it as a remainder, it's up to you. But if I told you as a fractional percent, so it's obligatory for you to keep the fraction as it is, not to put decimal and complete your division. I will repeat again the same steps in another question. Okay, let's make another one. For example, I will do number 30. 9 over 32. This one. I have a fraction and I wanted the percent. I said what? I said I want percent. Okay, it means multiply by 100 to find the percent that you want. Multiply by 100. So 9 over 32 multiplied by 100. Put a denominator 1. Can you simplify here? Yes. Also the 32 and the 100 both can be divided by 4. Divide by 4, 8. Divide by 4, 25. Then can you simplify more? No, we cannot, so we will multiply n by n, d by d. 25 multiplied by 9, 5 times 9 will give me 45. 2 times 9 is 18 and 4, 22. Down we have 1 times 8 is 8, so 225 over 8, improper. So divide them, 220. Let me write again, 225. Sorry guys, I forgot, over 8, yes. Let's start the division. 2 is not enough. Then 22 divided by 8 will give you what? Yes, will give 2, because 2 multiply 8 will give 16. Subtract, you will get 6. Put down the 5. Then 65 divided by 8 will give me 8, because 8 times 8 is 64, and subtract, I will get 1. I will put a decimal and put 0? No. Why? Because on the question they told you fractional percent. So I wanted the remainder as a fraction, in the fraction form, not as a decimal. So I have remainder 1. How to write it? I'm starting with the 28. Go clockwise, like this. 28 and 1 over 8. 28 and 1 over 8. Don't forget the percent form, because this is a percent. So fractional percent, it means a percent in a fraction. Your remainder, you will put it as a fraction. Now let's go to the next question. Order each set from least to greatest on a number line. Show how you changed the from fraction and decimal to percent. It means to order them, I will put them all in a percent form. Then I will put in order. Okay. Let's take one of these questions to make it together. Let's do 35 together. 0.7 decimal form, 40%, it is a percent form, 3 over 4, it's a fraction form. So I need to change this one, and I want to change this one. The general rule to find the percent, I want a percent, so I have to multiply by 100. So the 0.7 multiply by 100 mean move the decimal 2 places to the right, so it's 70. Write it above it. But 3 over 4, to make it percent, also multiply by 100. Let's do the multiplication. 3 over 4 multiply 100, denominator 1, simplify 1, simplify 25. 3 multiply by 25 will give me 75 over 1. 75 divide 1 give me what? 75%. And here we did 70%. Okay, so what are the 3 numbers that we need to put in order? The 0.7 we said it's 70%. Then I have 40%. Then 3 over 4 means 75%. Can I put in order from least to greatest? Sorry, here they said, yes, from least to greatest. Yes, the least one is 40%. Then number 2, 70. Number 3, 75. So here we have 40% is smaller than the 70%, which is 0.7, less than the 3 over 4. If I want to put it on a number line, so on the number line I will put the 40%. Then I will put the 0.7, then I will put the 3 over 4. Now the problem solving, number 36. Approximately 193 out of 200 of Earth's water is in its oceans. About what percent of Earth's water is not in its oceans? Okay, so if I have the water of the Earth, this percent of it is in the ocean. What is the percent which is on the not in the ocean? So I have to write this fraction as a percent first to know the percent of the water in the oceans. Okay, how to change this one to a percent? Multiply by 100. Yes, it's correct. Or another choice, do you remember it? If you can make the number to 100 down, it means it's also a percent. I will use the way of multiplying by 100. So 193 over 200, multiply 100 to find this percent. So here over 1, I can simplify, divide 101, divide 102. 1 multiply 193 is 193 over 2. So now I need to divide 193 by 2. One is not enough. Now 19 will give me 9. 2 times 9 is 18. Subtract 1. Put down the 3. 13 divided by 2 will give me 6. Multiply 6 by 2 will give 12. Subtract, complete here, 1. So I have a remainder 1. Or if you want to complete with the decimal now, it's okay because they did not tell you fractional percent. So if you want to complete, you can complete. So here we said 1. Okay, put a decimal, add 0. Here it is the 0. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 2 times 5 is 10, subtract 0. So 96.5. 96.5%. This is the percent of the water in the oceans. So what about the percent of the water not in the oceans? The total percent for anything is 100. So if 96.5 is in water, so how many from the 100 is not in the oceans? It means subtract 100 minus 96.5. Let's do the subtraction. I can add here 0.0. So I will borrow, the 1 will be 0 here. 9, 9, 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. Put the decimal. 9 minus 6 is 3. Then 9 minus 9 is 0. So 3.5% of the Earth's water not in the ocean. Thank you guys for listening.